Hey y'all, my name is Hannah Brooks, and I'll be talking about the wildly controversial topic of abortion. I personally believe that abortion is wrong and it should be illegal, but that's just my opinion. But I'll be taking y'all through my reasons why. I believe that abortion is murder. Abortion is murder because when a criminal murders a pregnant woman, right? He breaks in their house, he killed her. He is convicted of 2 criminal charges, one for the woman and one for the fetus. Abortion is murder because there is no reason to excuse why or how the mother can make a decision for the fetus or why it should live or not. So the first point, it makes total sense that abortion is murder. If someone murders a pregnant woman, they get charged with 2 counts of criminal activity because they're killing the mom and the fetus. So therefore, the fetus is alive. Therefore, it's a child. It's a living thing. And then the mother should not be able to make decisions for the fetus, you know? I believe that everybody should make their own decisions. Like you, I'm not going to judge you for what you believe. I'm not going to judge you for what you do. I just personally believe that it's not right and that I would not make a decision for another person, let alone my kid, you know? Abortion can also cause damages to the mother. The physical side effects, it can cause cramping, like period cramps, just very extreme, bleeding and spotting, and vomiting. So it's not good for the mother. And the surgical abortions can cause damage, scarring the uterine lining, the cervix, and infection. So basically, if you have an abortion, you are lessening your chances of having a kid if you want a kid later on in life. Because it's scarring up the uterine lining, the cervix, it's giving you infections, so it could cause you to not have a kid later on in life. So the psychological effects is abortion can cause relationship problems and the need to replace their child immediately. So it can cause relationship problems because maybe the father doesn't want you to get an abortion, but you want to get an abortion, and it can just cause like a big argument and it can break up the relationship. And abortion can cause depression in case of rethinking their decision. So it may be like a good idea in the moment, but like when you do it, you're like, oh, I wish I didn't do that because, you know, it was my kid, and like you like were pregnant with it and like you were growing it, and they feel the need to replace their child immediately. Some of them do. Some mothers feel the need to regret their decision and immediately be like, okay, I want to get pregnant. Like, I want to have this kid, you know? So, another thing is fetuses feel pain, even though they're not grown, they feel pain. In Utah, they passed a law that the fetuses are getting aborted must have anesthesia, which I think is good. This law assumes that the fetus can and will, in fact, feel all the pain that occurs during the abortion. The arguments of this law is that it is stated that the fetuses feel pain at 20 weeks. How abortions are done. The suction abortion, you lay on your back and they put your legs in stirrups as they put a suction device, in you, into the uterus, and it sucks all the contents out, aka the baby out, and that is from anywhere between 12 to 13 weeks of pregnancy, second trimester, dilation, and evacuation. Mainly the same thing as the suction abortion, but they also scrape the inside of the uterus for extraction. The medication is injected into the abdomen to stop the fetal heartbeat. That just doesn't sit right with me. There's a medicine that's injected in that stops the heartbeat, and that's from 13 to 14 weeks. Late term, it's the same thing as the second trimester, but it's mainly done if there's a serious problem with the fetus. I am personally a Christian, And so it's definitely against Christianity. The Bible does not specifically touch the topic of abortion, but has a few things about unborn children. The Bible talks about how the unborn children is a person, as in personal pronouns, calling them babies in Psalms 51:5 and Luke 1:41. The Bible also talks about how murdering a person is wrong, and this is from the Bible in quotes. For just a small sample of the biblical passage forbidding murder, see Genesis 9:6, Mark 10:19, Luke 8:20, John 8:44, Acts 3:14, and Romans 1:28 through 29, 13:9. I personally believe that abortion goes against Christianity because I feel that it's playing God, in a sense that you're taking a person out of this world that he is not done with yet, that he wants to be in this world. He may have big plans for that person. The mother just took that away from them. And I also feel like playing God is now, which is crazy, you can like mess with the X and Y chromosomes, and you can make, like, if you're pregnant with a boy and you don't want a boy, you can make it a girl. And then if you are pregnant with one kid, they can split it and they can make twins, which that's actually crazy. Like, it's crazy that science has come that far. I don't like it because it's playing God, and And so, anyways, my conclusion is that I feel like abortion is wrong and it should be illegal for all the reasons I talked about. If you're going to be grown enough to have, if you're grown enough to do grown things like have sex, you should be grown enough to deal with the adult consequences, as in having a child and raising it. My Nana always told me there would be a lot less unwanted pregnancies if girls would just put an aspirin between their legs and keep it there. And I am walking proof that you can be a virgin at 19, because I am. So I hope y'all enjoyed my presentation today, and y'all have a blessed day.